promos from the original Attitude Era used in Rock promos in 2012, and Stone Cold Steve Austin referring to himself as the toughest SOB in the professional wrestling business. It was all because of these crucial 4 years of these superstars' careers, and I think that it's incredible still seeing these references from the Attitude Era brought back, and I think it's incredible how Stone Cold Steve Austin and CM Punk continuously are teasing this match for WrestleMania 29, and I think that's probably the biggest reason why this match is rumored so much as it is and generating so much conversation on social media, because The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin and CM Punk are consistently referencing and teasing this match, which brings me to my weekly poll for this week's edition of the show. Do you think we have any chance of seeing CM Punk face Stone Cold Steve Austin? I invite you to join the conversation with me, Jonathan Clarke, on Facebook at facebook.com/HCW Entertainment. You can follow me on Twitter, where you'll find CM Punk and Stone Cold Steve Austin references and promos, which I think are the biggest thing. If you haven't already signed up for our Twitter account, you're missing out a lot. Either sign up or follow us at twitter.com/JonathanClarke1. Our Twitter account has a brand new feel. If you haven't checked it out, go to twitter.com/JonathanClarke1. It looks outstanding. Same kind of content with an entirely different look. You can also watch me on YouTube for past archives of my radio show on youtube.com/JonathanClarke22. A few new additional videos have been archived for you, and I will be archiving this video where I'm talking about CM Punk facing Stone Cold Steve Austin. The probability of this match happening could be the lowest out of any probable match that has been rumored for WrestleMania 29. The Rock and Brock Lesnar, The Rock and John Cena, and The Undertaker, at least 3 to 4 rumored matches, and CM Punk and Stone Cold Steve Austin is probably the latest. This is a match that's been talked about for over a year, and to be honest with you, I'm kind of becoming a little bit irritated about hearing about this match, and we have heard the same kind of thing for other matches that have taken years to come into fruition. It just comes down to the right circumstances, the right contractual agreement, and then it finally happens after 10 years of being referenced. I mean, when is the Undertaker-Sting match going to happen? Can you honestly tell me that you'd rather see Stone Cold Steve Austin face CM Punk, the straight-edge superstar, facing the toughest SOB, over an icon like Sting and the dead man, The Undertaker? A match that needs to happen at WrestleMania, even if you have to make Sting one of The Undertaker's latest victims and increase The Undertaker's win streak from 25 to 26. You know, the chances of these matches happening couldn't be until probably 2065 if we were to talk realistic about these matches. And the chances of these matches never happening are probably the most likely scenario, but I really want to be with all you guys and support your beliefs. Don't get me wrong and take anything that I've said on this week's show out of context. I want to see The Undertaker and John Cena. I'd rather see The Undertaker and John Cena more than I would see The Rock and John Cena, because the first match was so incredible that it doesn't need a sequel. The tagline of the first match was once in a lifetime. Now they're calling John Cena and The Rock Part 2. History repeat itself from time to time. On April 7th, 2013, and the unique and authentic thing about John Cena's role at WrestleMania 29 is that there have been several GFXs created by several die-hard wrestling fans. There have been GFXs created for The Rock and John Cena, and there have been GFXs created for The Undertaker and John Cena. And something else is there have been GFX created for The Rock defending the WWE Championship against the return of Brock Lesnar for WrestleMania 29, and there have been endless numbers of GFXs created, of course, for CM Punk and Stone Cold Steve Austin. And in addition to that, there's a lot of conversation on Facebook and Twitter, and even on the WWE Universe site, which wrestling associates have got to be paying attention to, because they're considering having these dream matches. They took the John Cena Rock match under careful consideration. It took them a few years, and it finally happened. The Rock and Goldberg, same kind of thing. Brock Lesnar and Bill Goldberg from WrestleMania 20, same kind of thing. And I think Stone Cold Steve Austin and CM Punk has a chance of happening, and it's the same kind of thing, in the same kind of position The Rock and Goldberg were, John Cena and The Rock were, and a match like Bill Goldberg and Brock Lesnar were. They're definitely in the same category. And I want to come on here a couple of months from now and be talking about what's going to happen in this match. I want to be excited. I want to get chills talking about Stone Cold Steve Austin and CM Punk. But then there is the thing about, coming to terms and grasping reality, and reality is the chances of this happening, given the condition of Stone Cold Steve Austin and CM Punk being a far better performer than Stone Cold Steve Austin in this era of professional wrestling in the way of top physical condition, coming off of the greatest WWE Championship run of the last 25 years. All these are contributing factors to this match looking good on paper, and promos leading up to the match making you think this is a match that you're going to be saying to yourself, oh my Jesus, I have to see. I think this match will probably be the biggest letdown for the WrestleMania 29 card. But I have to tell you, on paper, the WrestleMania 29 card, in the way of rumors, with nothing being confirmed just yet, the only rumor that I can confirm for you is The Rock will defend the WWE Championship as of right now, with the card subject to change as it is on every WWE show and house show. I think that it looks outstanding, and if this is a card that comes into fruition, I mean, we cannot have anything to lose at WrestleMania, and I think that it's going to be worth $75 to $80 with tax included to see. It's going to be one of the most influential WrestleManias of the previous 28, and it will definitely solidify WrestleMania's legacy and put us just 1 year away from WrestleMania 30 as we celebrate over 30 years of the biggest sports entertainment spectacle in professional wrestling history. Now, with that being said, who do you think will come out on top if this match happens? Who do you think will win? Will it be CM Punk or Stone Cold Steve Austin? Will it be a way of Stone Cold Steve Austin passing the torch to CM Punk, which is something that Stone Cold Steve Austin has never done, and I think that's one thing that separates him from superstars like The Rock and The Undertaker. The Rock and even The Undertaker would pass the torch to superstars like John Cena before in the past, but Stone Cold Steve Austin has never been in that defining moment where he's passed the torch to a new talented initiative star. Maybe it's because of his condition, maybe it's because he never had a desire to do it, and he left that job up to The Rock, because The Rock is one of the greatest of all time, and possibly even a better performer than Stone Cold Steve Austin ever was. You have to take into consideration The Undertaker and The Rock. It was because of their presence in the professional wrestling business and how they could cut phenomenal promos. It was really just Stone Cold Steve Austin showing up, cutting about 5 promos leading into a pay-per-view, beating the shit out of someone after a match on Raw, and then winning at a pay-per-view to prolong his title reign as champion, which he had many of. It never really was about Stone Cold Steve Austin passing the proverbial torch to a superstar like John Cena and Randy Orton, and I think it was because of that we have never seen Stone Cold Steve Austin and CM Punk, or Stone Cold Steve Austin and any other top new talented initiative star. I don't think we'll see it, but I would love to see it, and I don't think and loving to see something are two completely different things, so I have to put it over this microphone. Don't take anything that I've had to say about Stone Cold Steve Austin and CM Punk and this match happening at WrestleMania 29 and the chances we have of seeing it out of context, because I, like many of you, would love to see it. I've talked about it enough on this radio show, and I've written about it enough from my written column in this corner with Jonathan Clarke, that I'm just as excited as many of you, and I'm not afraid to admit it. What do you think of this match? What do you think the chances are of seeing it? In addition to that, we've got rumors of The Rock and Brock Lesnar, The Undertaker and John Cena. What do you think of the fantasy WrestleMania 29 card? And that's really all it is right now. The best chance we have is probably John Cena and The Undertaker, or The Rock and John Cena Part 2, with the consistent referencing of promos of The Rock and John Cena and CM Punk. I don't know. Honestly, what do you think? What do you think of the fantasy card? You can tell me on Facebook, facebook.com/HW Entertainment. If you haven't signed up for our Twitter account, you're missing out on a lot. Either sign up or follow us at Jonathan Clarke 1, and you can watch me on YouTube for past archives of my radio show at youtube.com/Jonathan Clarke 22. I've got Otherwise and Don't Apologize on the way.
When something takes place in the world of professional wrestling, you know where to go. WrestleZone.com. WrestleZone.com. Covering all the latest breaking news daily. Interactive forums where you can chat with thousands of other wrestling fans. Exclusive editorials and audio features by some of today's top wrestling superstars. Exclusive video content, weekly polls, live play-by-play coverage of every WWE and TNA pay-per-view. And now, featuring WrestleZone Radio, live with news, in-depth discussions, debates, and interviews with wrestling's top stars, past and present. When you think wrestling, think WrestleZone. WrestleZone.com.
He considers himself God's gift to wrestling. and millions of his faithful agree. With nearly 4 hours of footage and exclusive commentary and matches, this DVD chronicles Daniels' rise from Chicago's Windy City Wrestling to the Asylum in Nashville and finally to the top of TNA. TNA Home Video presents Heaven Sent, Hell Bound, the best of Christopher Daniels. Available at most retailers and TNAWrestling.com.
Hey, you right there, the one listening to this show. While you're tuning into this broadcast or when you read the news on WrestleZone.com, are you forming opinions of it all? Or do you just agree with everything you see and hear? If you actually have some sort of afterthought, which, by the way, is normal, we want to know what it is. There are thousands of wrestling fans just like you that simply can't hold their thoughts in either, and they let it all out in our interactive forums. You have a voice, so use it. Simply visit forums.WrestleZone.com. Don't just be active, be reactive in the official WrestleZone.com forums. For all the latest in mixed martial arts, be sure to visit WrestleZone's sister site, SureDog.com. Complete with daily news, exclusive video, interviews, live radio broadcast, interactive forums, and the very popular Fight Finder with bios and complete match-by-match histories of your favorite fighters. SureDog is the only place you need when it comes to mixed martial arts. Visit SureDog.com today.
Hi, my name's Adam Nudelman, but I play the Phantom on the radio. I'm here to remind you that, oh, screw that, my book, Mysteries of Wrestling Solved, is available at finer bookstores everywhere. That stupid fake voice, I hate it. I wrote a book along with Sir Adam Kleinberg called Mysteries of Wrestling. It has the questions that you wanted answered. Why does Steve Austin hate Jeff Jarrett? Are referees really blind and stupid and dumb? Who is actually the toughest wrestler in the business outside of the ring? Hulk Hogan, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Kamala. We get down and dirty with insider facts you've never read about anywhere else. So what are you waiting for? It makes a great stocking stuffer. You're too short, you buy 3 of them, you get tall, you just stand on them.